Hey, so I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring recently. Oh my god, what is that? What is that? Oh! And that inspired me to come here and blab into your ear about video game bosses for about 13 minutes. So what makes a good video game boss? I think it comes down to 3 categories. A, is it climatic? A good final boss needs to feel like a final boss, be that music or what else. Challenge. A good final boss should put everything you've learned along your journey up to the test. And 3, please don't be annoying as fuck. A final boss needs to be challenging, but not to a point where it just annoys you, because when bosses do that, they just kind of lose me. So let's start with a really banger of a boss. Egg Reverie from Sonic Mania. So you start out fighting Eggman, you know, nothing special, and if you didn't collect all the Chaos Emeralds, it's a adequate final boss. It's okay. But if you did get all the Chaos Emeralds, holy shit! It is beyond belief one of my favorite bosses. It gets that climactic challenge down to a T. Basically, the King Heavy and Eggman start fighting over the Phantom Ruby, and you as Super Sonic have to play this little micromanaging game of fighting Eggman and the Big Heavy, and also getting enough rings that are floating around the arena so you won't die. The after cutscene's more okay, kinda just feels like Sonic just died. And we're talking about his credibility, he just did, because then he ends up in Forces. Hey, this is a spoiler warning to people who haven't played New Super Mario Bros. U. Bowser gets big. Holy fuck! It's just Bowser gets big again, nothing special. Like, yeah, this is the 15th time this has happened in the whole New Super franchise. Basically, you have to get in Bowser Jr.'s... Bowser Jr.? Basically, you have to get in Bowser Jr.'s clown car, kick the shit out of a child, hop in it, and then go hit Bowser. Do that 3 times, roll credits. But a really good final boss from Nintendo is Kirby Superstar Ultras. Basically, you spend the whole game planet hopping as Kirby, so you can go fight Nova, which is a big clock who gives you a wish. And then the medieval masterminding Marx himself comes in and boots Kirby out of the way and turns into God. Fight. Yeah, so obviously Kirby wins, but the betrayal from Marx, and the music, the area you're in, that basically now Kirby fans all have trust issues, it's glorious. And then you kick the shit out of Marx and you get the... How about another Sonic boss for you? Sonic Adventure's Egg Viper. Now, I know if you beat all the campaigns in Sonic Adventure, you get the perfect Chaos boss, which actually is good, but I'm not playing as Big the Goddamn Cat and his fishy friends, yay! So, the final boss of Sonic's campaign is the Egg Viper then, and it's shit. The music is barely anything, it just feels like Spring Breeze, honestly. Eggman keeps repeating the same line, it just... Literally, look at the final cutscene of Sonic Adventure if you didn't play through all the campaigns. It's pathetic. They gave up. His mouth moves, but no words come out! Now, this one's gonna take a bit longer, because this one's honestly a very, very, very long final boss. That being a Hat in Time. So basically, the whole adventure, you as Hat Kid, the child, has been collecting a bunch of timepieces, so you can go power up your ship and get out of this miserable hell. But Mustache Girl wants the timepieces so she can rewrite time and do something, I guess. Anyway, she breaks into your base and does that, and then she rewrites time as she just wanted to. And then you go to her base in this new hellscape that she's turned into the planet, and you fight her. The music slaps. I just love everything about this final boss. The challenge, the climactic sea. Is that a word? But everything about A Hat in Time's ending is great. Unlike Pikmin 3. So at the end of Pikmin 3, you have to go through this big chase, running from this big golden blob I don't know the name of, and it has a weird fetish for Olimar, so you have to save Olimar and also run away from it at the same time through this big cave. At the end of the cave, it gets Captain Olimar, you have to fight it, and it uses a myriad of different elemental attacks, and if you've been playing the game and paying attention, Pikmin 3 doesn't treat you like a child, so you know you can use red Pikmin to counter the fire, blue for water, yellow for electricity. You just use rock Pikmin, don't you? Yeah, so its only attack that can really hurt your Pikmin with is where it like stabs a bunch of them. Rock Pikmin are resistant to it. Just spam Rock Pikmin. This is literally such a dominant strategy, I can't not use it now. Every time I play through Pikmin 3, I will always just get 100 Rock Pikmin and go rock his shit. Pun not intended. But it's time for my favorite final boss. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Wakers. But before we talk about Wind Waker, I just want to say honorable mention some other 3. If you know, you know. I'm not explaining it, because I'll be here for like 2 hours. Basically, Ganon in Wind Waker has been trying to collect the Triforce, as he has for every game, but in this game, he finally succeeds with it. So he's going to use his one wish to unflood Hyrule and make it his kingdom, once and for all. But then King Rabamba's Hyrule comes in, and he puts his hand on the Triforce and says, I wish Hyrule will get washed away forever. And Ganondorf's like, that son of a bitch, and kills him. And then Link and Zelda, with their power they have left, have to go fight Ganondorf, and even though he has all the Triforce. And then after fighting Ganondorf for a while, then you have to use the Mirror Shield to reflect Princess Zelda's arrows that she's firing at you. And it all ends with my favorite moment of any video game, period. They called him David. This is one of my favorite moments in gaming of all time. I hope this video has really come around to show you how good and bad video game final bosses can be. And hey, make sure to subscribe, because at 1,000 subscribers, I'll eat a board game or something. Anyway, cheers.